Hey, friendos, Larson here. Welcome to Post Show. Overrun. Bonus episode. Whatever you want to call it. I don't have the overrun graphic Steve didn't send to me, so no graphic, but I do have the non-news intro loaded up, ready to go. Wang, I know you'll be happy about that. How's everybody doing? Hope the show is okay. It's really tough. It's tough doing it by yourself when you're really not used to it. It's tough. Thankfully, I had some good questions, some great questions to help me out. Otherwise, woo! Wow, that could have been tough. Yeah, Mr. Dope, that's like you're having a conversation with yourself. It's like you're teetering on the edge of sanity. Anywho, good, high energy. At least there's that. I just realized there's a can of Red Bull from last week in the frame here. That was Steve's. But anywho, actually got some some decent non-news that probably would have made it on the actual show today. So here we go. Wang, I hope you're ready. Here comes non-news graphic. Non-news, it's really the best news. Non-news. It's all, oh no. Oh dear. There we go, better. Non-news. Yeah, everything with Gato, apparently. That was all non-news. Evidently. Yeah. Yeah, there hasn't been anything on Gato over the weekend. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything today when I was poking around, looking for stories. Exactly. We got 2 videos out of it, so what the hey. It worked out all right. Anyways, non-news. Non-news today, which actually probably would have made the show today. Apparently, this is from WrestleVotes. Quote, WWE is aware of poor ticket sales for Sunday's pay-per-view event in Washington State. There has been talks of shaking up the card. Nothing WrestleVotes, not Larson, can confidently report on, though, yet. And then they pose the question, what's one thing you would change or add to Stomping Ground to get you excited for the show? Maybe some interesting matches. That'd be a start. Yeah, Wang, I know. It's a glorified episode of Raw that's only on the network. That's what Stomping Ground seems to be. Wrestling Inc., sorry, was reporting also that WWE is offering 2-for-1 ticket deals for Stomping Ground. They've closed off all the hard cam sections. So I don't know if that means just the section right behind the hard cam or everything on that side of the venue. I don't know. Although they say sections, that would seem to indicate several sections, which isn't that uncommon for an episode of Raw or SmackDown. We went to SmackDown at Golden One. They had the entire upper deck tarped off, and it was there was like a handful of seats sold on the hard cam side. So yeah, this pay-per-view isn't generating really any enthusiasm, really any excitement, and this is coming on the heels, of course, of upwards of 70,000 ticket requests for All Out. Have I vomited on air, Steve? No. What did you have to eat at Hilton's Barbecue, Steve? Tim Spulak asked, could they make a Valis movie? Of course, Valis is one of my favorite books written by Philip K. Dick. No. That'd be tough to make. And I don't know if anybody have any appetite for that. I'd love it. They did make a movie of a Philip K. Dick book called Radio Free Albemuth. That's basically Valis, just structured different narratively. Yeah, Alexi, there's a Friendoville bot they got into the post show that I haven't seen yet, but heard wasn't very good. Joe Juarez, how popular is wrestling in the Seattle area? I know they have a good indie promotion there. Yeah, Defy is apparently doing some great work in the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, I don't. It's just because the card is garbage. The card is not good. Not good at all. Zach Stolpa, Larson, do you think the Lakers would rather have Clay or Kyrie? I guess Kyrie because they'll play all of next season. Thank you, Julian Morris. Clay is going to be out for a while. I think till February. Mr. Dope, Larson, in your heyday, did you prefer taking shots or sipping alcohol? Probably doing shots because I didn't develop the taste for most hard alcohol until I got older. I don't know, Kyle Mushigan said Defy just ran Tacoma and did great. It's all the card. The card is bad. So, thank you, Wrestling in the Dark. Mason, thank you. Good, Carlos. Say real all you can. That's a bummer for Clay, though. Tearing his ACL. The next roof I'm on, should I do a flip? Probably not. And there's so much great wrestling going on right now that the WWE can't get away with putting on garbage cards like Stomping Ground. Carlos, so is the Dubs dynasty over? No. It seems like they'll probably re-sign Clay. Steph is still there. Draymond's still there. If Durant goes, they have some wiggle room. They'll stroll over the cap, but they have a lot more financial flexibility than if Durant were to stay. Adrian C. says, Raw is in LA tonight, and I have zero interest in going. That's how bad it's gotten. Hello there, Thabata. Yeah. How long was Durant in Golden State? It's been 3 years, I think. Yeah, 3 years. And he probably won't play all next season. Oh, that Phoenix suicide dive was insane. I haven't even watched the full match yet. I only watched the first half. And then, of course, saw Aerostar jump from the lighting structure and basically land on his head. Wayne says, Larson, get a bag of rubbish from outside, put it on that chair next to you, and Going in Raw will look exactly the same as if Steve was there. Ow. Derek Wheeler has a good question. Is Stomping Ground the new pay-per-view for June, or is this a one-off? I don't know. It used to be Extreme Rules, I thought, or Backlash. That's what it was going to be. They moved venue and decided to change the name and create an awful logo. Now, we didn't really have time for any backup plan. Steve texted me right before I was about to come in the office and said he wasn't going to make it, so didn't have time to set anything up really. For a co-host, I feel like Stomping Grounds is the worst. Stomping Ground has the worst logo. Great Balls of Fire was at least funny. Thayer Thabata says, you remember when WWE did a heel versus heel angle where the crowd was hot as F for it? Nothing comes to mind offhand. I need to check out some CMLL. I saw that clip on Twitter of the weekend of that crazy Spanish Fly. Great Balls of Fire might be the worst pay-per-view name of all time. Yeah, Tim, I know we do need to set up some sort of video call-in. Yeah, Lesnar versus Joe was kind of heel. That's right. That's right. I mean, what's it? It's called Zoom something. We have. I think we have it kind of set up, or maybe soon to be set up. Wayne Maker, did you watch the Simon Miller Martin Kirby match? If so, how was it? Was it good? Speaking of, oh, that reminds me, I have a video I have to put up on Twitter when I'm done here. I know, that bit between Joe and Paul Heyman in their program, man, that was good. Gosh, that was good. It was decent. Daniel and Cenas, I would highly endorse getting New Japan World, especially with G1 right around the corner. Power Rank Classic 40s, 50s animated characters. Oh, if you're a pro athlete, what number would you wear? 37. That was always my number growing up, or playing baseball. Chosen completely at random. That's true. New Japan World is technically cheaper than WWE Network by, depending on the month, 50 cents or so. Yeah, that was good too, Thayer. Totally cool, Derek. Totally cool. Looking forward to seeing it. What's today? Monday? Usually it's movie Monday. Did anybody here a Deadwood fan? And if so, have you seen the movie yet? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Because I finally watched it over the weekend. And it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. But it did feel very much like Reunion Special. Deadwood. Although Ed Wood is a fine film too. The first season of Deadwood still might be my favorite season of television ever. It's so dang good. Is it for sure Endgame won't beat Avatar? Is it because of overseas box office? Is that the issue? I don't keep up on movies like I used to. Well, that's a bummer. I know Avatar made a ton of money overseas. Oh, that's striking distance. 50 million. Don't they have like 6 Avatar films on the docket? That's a good point, Ricky Scurvy. Yeah, ticket prices, I think. Zach Stolpa says Power Rank Liquor. I'm a gin guy. No, Waymaker, Larson, best alien movie that's not Aliens. You mean just an Alien franchise? I think Alien is the best of all of them. Aliens is fun, but I think Alien is the better movie. Yeah, Avatar is like endless sequels. Sounds good, Julian. Almost went yesterday. I'd probably say gin, whiskey, vodka. Yeah. Thoughts on the R-rated Tarantino Star Trek movie? I mean, it'd be interesting if it ever got made. Yeah, it's hard to top a good bourbon or some good rye whiskey. Bourbon is one of the few liquors I can just sip on. Otherwise, I need to mix it with stuff. Hennessy. I've had it a couple times. It's all right. What was right with the Battlestar Galactica reboot? I haven't seen any of it. That's a question for Steve. Yeah, ginger ale and bourbon is awesome. My wife used to make homemade ginger syrup, so we make our own ginger ale. It was fantastic. Julian, the first guitar we got was a Mustang, Fender Mustang, and then I have a Telecaster Deluxe as well. Power rank worst liquors. I had something called Chartreuse that was an herbal liqueur, I believe, from France, and it's like you're drinking pure oregano. It's not good to drink by itself. It's like bitters. It's probably good to drink in stuff, but by itself, it's not good. Daniel and Cenas, how do you come up with ideas for fun wrestling characters? Like the ones I've used for a while, I kind of have some backstory. But a lot of time it's just when we play, we'll just make up stuff. Oh yeah, Alex, see, that's the best. My wife and I went to Antigua a couple years back. We had some rum from the island with coconut water. It was so good. Yeah, those Telecasters are great. Wang said I had absinthe once, and it's terrible. You have to make it with the sugar and stuff. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty bitter. Wait, hold on, Joe Juarez. Dogfish Head has a garlic stout? That doesn't sound great. I usually like their beers a lot, but that sounds like... Mm-mm. Wang, I think you have to drink a lot of absinthe to start hallucinating. I don't even know if they really make it with the wormwood anymore. Oh, there's a sweet version? I didn't. I had the full-on... Rich had the full-on super herbal version. It was too much. This is true, Tim. Oh yeah, absinthe is pretty intense. It's a different type of a buzz, though. That's for sure. Don't count on anytime soon, Patrick. Yeah, I think that's what you're supposed to do is put the sugar and water in it and light it a little bit to caramelize the sugar. Thayer says, I don't understand why people drink. Seriously, what's the purpose of it? I usually, after a day of working, when the kids go to bed, I'll just have a beer because it helps me relax more than anything. It just helps me chill out a little bit. Wayne Maker says, Madacaster, Telecaster, Les Paul, SG, Jaguar, my order of best guitar is yours. I always loved the Jazzmaster. I never owned one, but the Fender Jazzmaster is one guitar I always wanted to get. My brother had one. I got to play it. It's cool. Although they're a little big. I always like my Fender Mustang has my favorite guitar neck ever. I love the neck on that guitar. And it's just small and light. I beat the hell out of it, though. My Telly's cool. I played a Les Paul, and they're kind of heavy. What else? I played... Oh, I had like a knockoff SG once, and that was all right. Just the Mustang sounds kind of thin. I like the Tele I got. It's got one single coil and a humbucker on it, so it's a little thicker sound. Timothy Lemieux listened to the latest episode of Matt Chat, and it's good to know that Larson appreciates MJF almost as much as me. Oh, MJF is the best. That Mustang is small. I think the scale's a little shorter. The next thin. Yeah, that clip of Samoa Joe pushing MJF was great. Manson. Oh, look at that thing. Boy, that's expensive. Is this the thing the dude from Muse has with the... Yeah, it is. I heard about that. One second. Oh, never mind. I guess I've been recording this whole time. Patrick Sparks. Would you rob a bank if you know you'd get away with it or no? No. What are the chances of Marty Scurll going to AEW? That's a good question. I thought his contract had expired already, but he's still... I guess not. I would think the odds are pretty good. I would think 2% botch, but it's the only way he doesn't go. Oh, it's up in the fall. I thought Marty's contract was up in April. That's why I was like nearly certain he would go. C. Pena says Marty's going to NXT. And it's kind of interesting that Deonna Purrazzo is not on at all. Carlos says, will Ring of Honor survive if New Japan talents keep pulling out of shows? Yeah, they've been around this long. Alex C., would you rather watch all of Stomping Ground or a medium-length Matt Taven match? I mean, I'll watch Stomping Ground because we'll live stream it and make some money. Patrick Sparks, are you looking forward to OJ on Twitter? Mm-mm. Yeah, we'll be doing a reaction stream of Stomping Ground, assuming Steve's healthy and doesn't get me sick. We'll definitely be doing that. Wang, rather just watch you watch it. Thank you, Wayne. Have yourself a good night. Did you see OJ told Cornette he didn't owe anyone any money? No. That could be Alexi. Patrick says, who draws more, Jeff Jarrett or Matt Taven? I guess historically speaking, gotta say Jeff Jarrett. He was top guy in his dad's promotion for the longest time. Later, Wayne. MATTTAVEN. Ain't I great? Who do you think is a better drawer of pictures, Jeff Jarrett or Matt Taven? See, that's a good question. I don't know. Jeff Jarrett's not a very good singer. I'll say Matt Taven. Matt Taven might be the better drawer. Artiste. I'm guessing Jeff Jarrett wears briefs. Matt Taven could be a boxer brief guy, so I'll go with Matt Taven. Thayer Thabata, thoughts on AO Worm wanting to have a match with me? Well, you get sometimes disputes can only be settled in one place, and that's a wrestling ring. So we'll see if that happens anytime soon, Thayer Thabata. I guess look at it this way, Thayer. You'll get yourself a singles match for sure. If that match were to happen. But maybe it's one of those situations where you guys have your match, come to blows, someone wins, and then that's that. Be squashed. What is the issue with Matt Taven? It's don't get him. I don't get him. Patrick. I just don't understand the appeal of Matt Taven. That's all. I'm not that familiar with his work either, but just don't get it. For the longest time, I didn't get Led Zeppelin. I didn't understand why they were so popular. One day it made sense. It just happens sometimes. Maybe the day will occur while I watch a Matt Taven match and I'll have an epiphany and think that he's the greatest. Could happen, hypothetically. That's soon, I think. Timothy says, Larson, do you think it's time for you and Steve to visit a barber shop? I cut my own hair. Ricky Scurvy says, by the way, upload a new creative wrestler for when Fun WCW returns. New free agent. Okay. Hopefully, Steve being out today probably messed her schedule up a little bit. I'm hoping to have some Fun tapings this week. Oh, gotcha. All right, that makes more sense. Ember Moon and Carmella women's tag team, yay or nay? Yeah. I want Ember Moon and Carmella to be involved because I think they're great. Again, it's that wild card rule. Just it's the same people on both shows, and so many talented people having to wrestle dark matches or do nothing at all. I don't know when Liv's going to be on SmackDown. She had a pretty good match against Ember Moon in a dark match before the SmackDown we went to. It was fun. So hopefully she'll be on TV again soon. Yeah, I do, Carlos. I felt bad for him because in that the match Nakamura had against Finn, the dark match after the SmackDown I went to, he was going like half speed. I don't know when Buddy's debuting. I wish I knew. Christopher, Yeezy shoes, your thoughts? I like the 350s. Don't really care for the other ones. The other ones all seem too bulky. But Yeezys are super expensive, and I can't really justify spending $220 on it. It's like I got the Jordan 6s that are pricey, and then I feel like I can't wear them because based on how much they cost, if I get like the smallest stain on there, I feel like I'm wasting money. It's strange. That's why I try to buy all my shoes on sale. Anywho, I'm gonna eat. Get all the episodes up. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Steve should hopefully be back tomorrow, and then we'll see you all then. Until then, have a good one. I have to go over to OB. All right, goodbye, everybody. Bye.